Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we are photographing backlit, hopefully autumnal trees with waterfalls. For me, autumn it needs to have a waterfall in it. I love photographing waterfalls. Anyone who's been following my channel, you know this. I like photographing water. Most of my scenes involve water. If I was to be known for anything, I think that'd be pretty cool. But tonight, near where I live, just over there, we are following a burn. I'm not sure what we're going to find, but there was lots of rain this morning, clear skies right now, and life is good. Let's go see what we can find. Not yet, a little bit further. Very irritatingly, I am up high, above like a canyon, and all the waterfalls are below me. So maybe I've started on the wrong side of the river, which is incredibly irritating. So fingers crossed, further along I can find my way down, because some of them are looking spectacular. But I'm glad I brought my wellies. It is pretty wet. What? Whew. Found a bridge. Check it out. That was close, but got to say, pretty useful. Right, let's go see if we can find some waterfalls. Some waterfalls, bro. There must be something down here. Down there looks great, but I just like to keep going up. So fingers crossed, I've made the right choice. I'm gonna set up on dry land, leave my camera on dry land, and then go play in the water. But I think I've got a pretty nice first composition. Well worth the adventure so far. This place, oh my god, so many possibilities from so many angles. Very happy man right now, very happy. Here we go. So I've got my shot now. I finally worked out where I'm gonna have my camera and what I'm gonna do, because yet again I don't have a wide angle lens. I'm gonna shoot a panoramic of the scene. I've decided to put this little bit of flow in here, leading your eye up into the main fall here, and I've lined this up with the mountain poking through the trees there, and backlit golden leaves. Oh my god. So good, so good. There is golden leaves on all the rocks. Oh, such a dream location. But to truly give you the idea of what this looks like, I'm gonna go into the back of my camera so you can see what I'm looking at. Okay, so imagine the sky is darker, okay? I've lifted my exposure, but what I'm gonna do to get this full scene is I'm not gonna put a neutral density filter, and I'm gonna bracket my shot. The reason why is because I've got so many trees that are going off into the sky, I don't want to darken them. So I'll use a bracketed exposure so they don't get darkened, but I can darken the sky behind it. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I hope I've explained myself. But here is what it looks like through the back of my camera. There we are. So now I'm recording, and this is how it's going to be. It's going to sweep from here all the way across, just like that. See how I've got the mountain just up in the background up here, and I've spaced it so the trees on this side, the trees on this side, and you can still see the peak. That's really important. okay? And then I'm gonna pan round to here, and then I've also got these beautiful branches just up here, and it's looking great, and they're gonna help frame the image, and they are almost golden. There's some golden light in them, so it's gonna look absolutely superb. It's gonna be quite wide. It is gonna be a panoramic, a proper panoramic, which is only gonna add to this scene. Anyway, enough waffling, it's time to get the image done. So I've got the shot, it's time to cross the river again and see what's further up. Oh, it's gonna be good, this one. I got faith. When I came out today, I had no idea, none whatsoever. And I just had a thought. I didn't even focus on that last waterfall. So there is a good chance that that entire image was soft as anything. Too excited, way too much copy. Yeah, forgot to focus. What an idiot. Sometimes my stupidity really surprises me. I like to think I'm quite a smart guy, but obviously not. But this scene that I found now is just absolutely perfect. Like, if I could, I would tweak a few things, and I'm just about to flip into camera mode so you can see what I would change. So here we are. So looking at the back of my camera, as I've got these beautiful little waterfalls in the foreground, not too overpowering, they're just there, innocent and sweet, just here. And then coming up from there, I've got this lovely shape in the water that's just incredible. It makes a great mid-ground interest. Again, not too distracting, doesn't take your eye away from the main focal point, this waterfall here. Now, I wasn't sure whether to zoom in completely and cut out these trees up here, and I might still do that. But for the first shot, I'm gonna keep these guys in, because I think they could be quite important to the scene, to help fill and to capture that evening glow coming through them branches. But really happy with this view. Now, I am going to go for a very similar thing to what I did before. I'm not going to drop in that neutral density filter for the same reasons. Right now I have got some beautiful light in them trees, so I'm just going to press the shutter button. I've remembered to focus this time. Always remember to focus, even if the scene is beautiful. Don't waste your opportunities, people. So that is looking mind-blowingly beautiful. I've got no words for how good this is. But I am going to try and do the zoom in and see if I prefer it without that tall tree in the background, making that focal point, the waterfall, a little bit more dominant. So let me just pan down, zoom in and reset my scene. So I've panned down, I've zoomed in, and I'll show you both of the images. And yeah, see which one you prefer. I'm not sure yet until I get back to Photoshop, but they look incredible. Like, I am so happy with this waterfall. I could finish my vlog here, that's how happy I am. But I tell you one thing, when this is all frozen in winter with snow on the ground, whew, this is gonna be special. But it's time to head higher and see what else I can find. Especially because I probably missed the focus on the first waterfall. Like an idiot. I have to say this. It has always been a suspicion of mine that I am partial to autumn for waterfalls. And you know what I've learned today? Autumn is the best time to photograph waterfalls for sure. And where we're going now is just blowing my mind. It's so unbelievably perfect. It really is. But as perfect as it is, not gonna lie, a little bit sketchy. See? But I'm okay. This is so slippery. But just look at it. So beautiful. And you know what the best thing is? Autumn has only just started. Whoa, only just started. I know during this vlog you have been seeing a lot of my face, which I hope's not a bad thing. But look at this bracken I'm battling through. Ah. Wow. Wow. Now I need to go higher. I'm too low down. Oh, I'm tangled. My tripod legs have all come down. Oh, what a nightmare. Check this out. Isn't that beautiful? Now, if you look over here, the swirling bubbles, which again, if you've been watching my channel, you'll know they're my favorite. That is what really I love to photograph. So I need to manage to find my way across here to get them swirling bubbles. This is the composition. It's a shame there is a lovely tree right here, and it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, absolutely beautiful. But if that wasn't there, that mountain would just stand so beautiful and proud. Sorry about that, almost fell over. But as you'll have noticed, if you look behind me, I've raised my center column. There is a reason why I've done that. And it's quite important to the scene that I have done that, and you'll see why when I talk you through my shot. There we are. So let's talk you through what I'm doing. So first of all, I've got this beautiful band of light which is licking around, which is acting like a brilliant leading line. I've got these bubbles here which are swirling around in circles, which is making some really interesting foreground, but it's not too overpowering because I've got that band of light coming round this way and up into the waterfall. Then bubbles are not overtaking the shot. But the reason why I've raised my camera so high is because of this rock here. I don't want that rock cutting through the band too much. It is a little bit still, but if it's cutting through completely, it's just distracting from that focal point being the waterfall. And because I've raised my camera so high, this mountain is still poking out of the top of that tree, so it's still looking like a mountain. I've decided to keep this big gap of sky up here, and I have dropped in my neutral density filter because there's no light in the trees. It doesn't matter if I darken them trees too much, I can lighten them in Lightroom and Photoshop. But this is my scene here. The settings I've got it on is nice and simple. F16 to get that long shutter speed, L10 my lowest ISO, and that's given me a 2-second timer, and I'm super happy with the results I'm getting. And here we go. Here comes the shot. Stay perfectly still, try not to disturb my camera, and look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So that's my long exposure there, and then going into the dark exposure for the clouds, and then the mid-tones are just in this one here. So nothing's going to be blown out. I'm going to have the detail in the shadows, and the sky is going to look great because at the moment it's got this beautiful glow about it. And this might actually look really nice as a morning shot. That'll be for another time. Now, I don't think I'm going to go any higher up this river. I think I know what the next waterfalls are, and if I do come back for another vlog, that's where I'll start. Further into autumn. And I think on payday, I'm going to treat myself to an ultra wide lens, maybe. But anyway, that's going to be all from me this week. Get out with your camera, find some waterfalls. Autumn is here. This is when it gets good for landscape photographers. It really does. This is the best time of year to start shooting. You can probably tell from the excitement that I've had all afternoon, to the point where I even forgot to focus on my first shot. What an idiot. And I'll leave you with this shot as the final thing to look at as the vlog closes. But until next time, have a lovely weekend, and yeah, see you later.